Roger, what are you doing here?
Please, Eddie, I just came to see Jessica and to have a Diet Coke.
What is in a Diet Coke? What are artificial sweeteners? Is caffeine dangerous? Will Diet Coke slow down my metabolism? Will Diet Coke make me gay? I drank Diet Coke once and now I'm a liberal. Today, we will find out. As mentioned in my Mr. Breast video, I am not a doctor or any kind of professional. I'm a cat who knows how to use Google Scholar and PubMed. Okay, so what is artificial sweeteners? Most artificial sweeteners are either sucralose or aspartame. We, however, are interested in aspartame because that is what Diet Coke uses. Aspartame is a dipeptide. Okay, that isn't helpful. What is a dipeptide? It's when two amino acids form an organic compound. Aspartame is formed from these two amino acids. Look at this little fella. The issue is there's probably some genuine concerns to be had about food additives, with a good example being red dye 40. But the issue is that a lot of people don't know what chemicals are and throw the baby out with the bathwater. For example, a lot of people will fearmonger about fluoride in public water, MSG in restaurant food, etc., when these things are safe. For example, creatine is an amino acid, just like the thing aspartame is made out of. But every gym bro takes it before their workout without any concern. But I'm assuming you don't care about that. You want to know if it's going to give you cancer after making you fat, or just make you gay. I drank a Diet Mountain Dew once, and now I want to fuck this rat. Is drinking all this caffeine going to give me a brain tumor and make me shit myself? Well, from what I read, the general scientific / medical consensus is no. The consuming of aspartame doesn't affect blood glucose, insulin, or gut hormones, and that there is no effect on glucose metabolism among normal glycemic adults. But what does that mean, glucose and gut harmonicas? Basically, your metabolism refers to the countless chemical processes going on continuously inside your body that allow your body to function and your life to continue. But your metabolism is hundreds of different chemical processes as mentioned, and glucose metabolism involving glucose from things like bread is just one. But I don't care about any of that. Will drinking diet soda make me chunky? Again, from what I read, the answer is no. For weight gain in general, a lot of studies found no correlation or the opposite, that has actually caused weight loss when drinking diet soda, and that there were no negative effects on your metabolism. There was no change in insulin sensitivity after NNS treatment compared with the baseline values. These findings suggest that daily repeated consumption of pure sucralose or aspartame for 2 weeks had no effect on glucose metabolism among normal glycemic adults. A majority of studies have found that consumption of aspartame or sucralose have had no effect on concentrations of blood glucose, insulin, or gut hormones. Data suggests that replacing sugar with NNS leads to weight reduction, particularly in participants with overweight / obesity under an unrestricted diet, information that could be utilized for evidence-based public policy decisions. So in short, diet soda will not affect your metabolism or make you fat. But what about cancer? Again, the answer is no. Most research shows there's no correlation between aspartame and cancer. Most studies of the other approved artificial sweeteners have provided no evidence that they cause cancer or other adverse health effects in lab animals. The 2023 IARC finding of a possible association of aspartame with liver cancer, other large cohort studies have not shown a clear association of aspartame with the risk of cancer. Overall, we found no associations between the consumption of aspartame or other artificial sweeteners and cancer. Among participants with diabetes, high consumption of other artificial sweeteners was associated with colorectal cancer. Well, what about caffeine? Is it safe to be drinking that much caffeine? Surprisingly, there also appears to be no long-term ill effects, and there might even be some positive effects instead. According to the current knowledge, moderate caffeine intake by healthy adults at a dose level of 400 milligrams a day is not associated with adverse effects. The caffeine in coffee is a bioactive compound with stimulatory effects on the central nervous system and a positive effect on long-term memory. So, is it okay for people to drink diet soda every day? Well, it depends. Drinking things other than water will have downsides. A good example of this is that most things are bad for your teeth. Carbonated water, orange juice, coffee, tea, diet soda, alcohol, etc. will be bad for your teeth. But the thing is, let's say someone has 3 glasses of water and 1 glass of tea a day. Then they swap out their tea for a glass of diet soda. I don't think anything negative will happen. A good example is this: if a person has a piece of gum or mint every day, that's not necessarily good, but it's not bad either. Having a piece of gum or mint a day will have no negative long-term health effects. And lastly, diet soda is 1,000 times healthier than normal soda and energy drinks. And caffeine is a very useful stimulant if you're trying to do extra reps at a gym. So what is the moral of this story? I think it's that things can be good in moderation. Or I don't know, I'm just a cat. Here's an AI video, Moist Critical getting attacked by a monkey.
Did I jump scare you?